Once that's done, then we move to that next step, which is putting a deposit together. And that normally, again, it depends on the terms that we put in the offer. This could be within 24 hours or upon acceptance, normally within 24 hours if it's upon acceptance. Two, it could be, herewith, for example, like we're going to put that deposit on such and such day because maybe a bank holiday or what have you, or on the weekend. I've actually had that happen a couple of times where it just so happened that the next business day is not really a business day, so we have to push it out. Or with certain terms and conditions. And sometimes your deposit could actually be staggered. It might be on multiple different. All right, so we submitted an offer. Now what? My name is Fadi Koudair. I'm a local realtor with Sudden Group Ottawa. And if you want to learn more about real estate, this is a channel for you, Canada on the Rocks. Let's dig into it. So this is where negotiation starts. Now, once that we've submitted that offer, three things that's going to happen from it. So let's dig into it. The seller can respond with the following. One, they just simply accept your offer as it is. That's fantastic news. Guess what? You just got a house. Congrats. Let's move on to the next step. Or second option would be the seller comes back and they're actually requesting some sort of adjustments to that offer. Like it's not always going to be just cut and dry. They might want to just adjust it. They might want to tweak it. The dates might not work out for them. They might want more deposit. It really all depends. And a good agent on the seller side is always going to advise that seller to do whatever they need to do to make it work for them. At the end of the day, it's not just your house. It was theirs, and now it's becoming yours. To do that, they have to be okay with whatever that offer is. The second option, they don't accept it. They actually, like I said, they come back and now they're negotiating. They're asking for more with the adjustments and what have you. And then they send it back to you. So you have one of a few options at that point when they do send it back to you with the second option, which is basically them countering back. That's called the counteroffer. So again, first one is the accepted. Second, now it's counteroffer. So if the counteroffer, it's now totally the ball is in your court. As a buyer, you get to decide, is this something that I want to move forward with? Is everything that they changed here works for me? Is this really going to be my house? Am I comfortable with all the changes done to the offer? Did they change anything on the dates? Did they change anything on the terms? Is there any changes that are done for the conditions that we put in? Anything that you think of, this is your chance to either accept it as it is or do the same, reject it, or just walk away, whatever you want to do, or counteroffer. Now, the third option, and this is where you don't want to be, that's probably because you really ticked them off. That's when they just completely let that offer completely die. I don't normally recommend it if I was on the seller's side because at the end of the day, you don't want to be taking off each other. Like it's not a pissing match. We are here to work together. So let's work together and try to get this deal done together, right? So that's when I really urge the seller to go back and at least counter you with something that they're more comfortable with. So there you have it. There's three different scenarios. Anytime that you're making an offer, we'll repeat it. It's either gets accepted, a counter offer happens, or a complete rejection and no counter, and it's just dead silence and crickets in the background. We don't want to hear that. So my job when we're working with you as a buyer is to come up with a strategy and put together a plan that when we're putting that offer together, at least we have a fighting chance. We have that ability to kind of go back and forth maybe with the seller to try to get you the least amount of money possible, the best amount of terms for you, and to get you the house of your dreams without necessarily having to, make it painful, that as much painful as it should be, which shouldn't be the case. So really, we're here just so we can minimize the chances of you losing on that offer. Once that's done, then we move to that next step, which is putting a deposit together. And that normally, again, it depends on the terms that we put in the offer. This could be within 24 hours or upon acceptance, normally within 24 hours if it's upon acceptance. Two, it could be, herewith, for example, like we're going to put that deposit on such and such day because maybe a bank holiday or what have you, or on the weekend. I've actually had that happen a couple of times where it just so happened that the next business day is not really a business day, so we have to push it out. Or with certain terms and conditions. And sometimes your deposit could actually be staggered. It might be on multiple different terms. Like, for example, some folks will feel more comfortable putting a deposit of, maybe half the deposit at the right on acceptance. and then wait until the offer itself firms up and the deal is really a good deal before they go ahead and they put the rest of the deposit. For everything real estate related, Canada on the Rocks is the channel to be. I am your host, Fadi Koudair, local realtor here in Ottawa. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe.